Starting?
Yes, we're fucking starting.
Hey everyone, my name's Chris Warren.
My name is Matt Lopes.
Welcome to the You Should Be Worried podcast.
Chris almost forgot his line.
I did.
You don't have a lot of lines, Chris.
You know what? It's because we're doing a special late night episode of the You Should Be Worried podcast.
Malcolm got all excited. When we got here. He was like, "Ooh, we doing a fucking sleepover?" You should have seen him, guys. He had the fucking zoomies.
He was doing backflips. It was
Bro,
nuts.
he's doing backflips. Malcolm, show him your backflip. I just fucking throw Malcolm.
Yeah, just fucking toss him as high as you can.
I'm gonna put you down. Good boy.
Good boy, Malcolm. Go to your little chair
Good boy.
Matt got you. Matt got him a little chair.
I bought him a little fucking chair.
It's very cute.
From Goodwill. It was $7. It's a great time.
$7?
It's a quick $7.
I still think it's interesting that they, in this household, viewers, they call Malcolm Mac for short.
It doesn't make any
Right,
sense.
me and Matt here think it should be Malk though, or Mal.
It should definitely. I think it should be Mal. I've seen a lot of guys named Mal. Not really.
No, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
Name one Mal, you know.
Mal is the character that I played in high school. I was in the Addams Family musical, and my character's name was Malcolm Beinecke, and my wife called me Mal.
I see you more as a
Makes sense.
Uncle Fester.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I see you more as a cousin It.
No, I would be cousin it. Just show up with fucking bitchin' sunglasses and just go like.
Ben's like our little Pugsley, bro.
No, he's what's the thing? The hand?
I think it's called Thing.
Thing.
It's called Thing.
Yeah, I would love to be Thing.
Look at Malcolm's actually checking it out.
He's
Oh, I
checking out the
love
chair,
it,
dude.
I didn't actually think he would fuck with it. That's so good.
I had a wild day today, dude.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I woke up, so I slept through my alarm.
Uh-oh.
Because last night I was catching up with an old friend, and so I was up till like 6 in the morning.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh shit, dude, I gotta go. It's 6 in the morning.
Was this old friend good for your mental health?
Oh yeah, no, I love this old. This
Oh,
is my
okay,
old.
good.
I just don't. He's like a normal person with like a really good career, so I don't think he wants to be name dropped on the podcast.
Understood.
That's why we don't see each other that often. He's off being successful, traveling the world. But he was home, so we caught up, and so then I overslept because of that. And I slept through my alarm, so I missed my normal Sunday AA meeting.
Oh shit.
And I woke up at like 2, and a mutual friend of ours, who again I don't know if he wants to be named on the podcast with the story I'm about to tell, calls me up and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just missed my meeting, so I guess nothing. I guess I'm not filming the podcast till later tonight." It's just like, "You want to go to the strip club, dude?"
No way.
I swear.
He likes the strip club?
He loves it. And
what the fuck?
And I was just like,
he doesn't take me as that kind of guy.
I was just like, I don't know, man. He was like, "No, come on, it'll be funny, dude. Sunday during the day, the trip will be hilarious." I'm like, "Don't pretend we're doing this ironically. Like, don't just admit that we're doing this sad thing." So
I thought bro had a girlfriend.
So I go, we don't know who we're talking about.
Right.
So we that's none of my business.
That's none of my business.
So we go to the strip club at Sunday during the day.
Yeah.
At like 4:00. Like all I did was like
what a weird time, dude.
All I did was like shower.
They're all still clothed.
Yeah.
They all still have their clothes on.
So I woke up at like 1:30, showered, ate breakfast, and then went to the strip club. That was my morning on this Sunday. And dude, let me tell you, Sunday at 4:00 at the strip club is weird as fuck.
Is it a crazy place to be?
Nuts. Because like, I've gone to the strip club several times, and every time it's like the same experience where like everyone around me is really hyped to go.
Yeah.
So then that gets me excited because like the group energy. And I'm like,
right.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Look how excited everyone. This is gonna be great.
Yeah,
and then I go, and it's usually like the energy because it's like usually a Saturday or a Friday, like a normal night.
The place is bumping,
and it's packed, and there's loud music, and beautiful girls walking around. So I'm just kind of like, I get excited, and it's fun for like the first 20 minutes, and then I'm just like, this is lame, and then I usually leave early.
Right.
But this time there was none of that because we walk in on Sunday, and we're like, is there a cover charge? Because usually there is, and he's like, dude, it's Sunday. There's no. You can just come in. Like there was no cover.
It's the Lord's Day.
It was like, I am shocked you are here. I would not charge you to be here.
No
right
cover
now.
charge on the Lord's Day.
The price to pay is guilt.
You're here instead of at church.
And so we go.
You're good.
We go to the strip club. There's a surprising amount of people there.
Yeah.
There's probably like fucking 30 people. Like, and a lot of them are like middle-aged couples, which was weird.
And the music is like bumping and shit.
Yeah,
it's like on.
it's lower than normal. It's not like
Oh, okay. I was gonna
it's
say.
definitely lower than normal.
It's gotta be lower than
Because usually it's
normal.
going over like 200 people, but there's like 30 people at the bar. Like a lot of them are middle-aged couples there together, which I'm like, that's weird, but like whatever.
Yeah.
Their business. So me and my friend go and sit down at like the actual stripper pole, and we are the only people sitting there. Everyone else is up at the bar. And I'm like, are we not supposed to sit here during the day? Like, you're not allowed? And we just sat there. And the reason I bring up this story is because this stripper is on stage. And to her credit, she's giving it, like, a good show. Like, she's doing, like, her thing, like, the room is full.
Yeah.
Which I was like, this somehow makes it sadder that you're going all out for me and my shithead friend who are just sitting here.
That's like when comics go and give their all at a show and only 3 people in the audience.
It's like, I'm awkward because immediately the second we sit down, I'm like, oh, I actually didn't want to do this. Like, I was like, in my mind, going to the strip club on a Sunday was funny, and so I came for the bit, and now I'm here, and it's not a bit anymore, and now I hate this.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like throwing singles occasionally to be polite because I'm just like, she's dancing for we have to give her some money.
Exactly.
So like I feel
know.
bad, so I maybe throw like $20 down over the course of like her dance because I'm just like, this poor woman is like, this is her job. And she like kneels down on the stage like in front of both of us like as it's ending, and she's like, you guys are the hottest guys here, and we're like, thanks. Like, it just was uncomfortable.
You don't gotta lie, bitch. It's Sunday.
Yeah, it's just like, this might be the one time a stripper said that to me where it's true, but I'm also looking at my competition and they're like 50-year-old truckers.
Holy
so I'll
shit.
take it. And then she goes, you guys drinking? And we're like, no. Because it's 4 p.m. We're like, no, not today. And she's like, that's lame. I'm drunk as fuck. And then
Chris is like, all right, I'm going to take this 20 back.
she just goes, I'm drunk as fuck right now, and then picks up all the cash and leaves the stage. I was like, yo, it's 4 p.m.
What the fuck,
What
dude?
the fuck is going on? And then the next stripper gets on stage, and she's doing the same thing, like performing like everyone's in there. It's literally still just me and the friend, and everyone else is at the bar.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is just fucking weird. And she comes down like halfway through the song to like talk to us or whatever. Like, they do that like fake flirting with you thing.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, all right.
You guys still the only 2 there?
Yeah, which always makes me uncomfortable because like we both know what to just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop. I'm gonna give you the money. Just stop. Like, I'm respectful. I'm not gonna just sit here and not pay you for your service.
Right.
And she's talking to us and she's like, yeah, I love men with long hair. And we both have long. We're like, again,
Hell yeah.
we're like, thanks. And then she's like, yeah, your hair goes to my friend, your hair reminds me of my son's.
No.
And we're just like, yo, this is not the sexy conversation that you might think it is. Which just made me uncomfortable. So I just
shit.
after she said that, she was getting up to leave, and I just gave her a 20 because I'm just like, this poor woman as a kid at home, just like, here you go, thanks for the dance or whatever, the thing. And then this one stripper approached me, was like, you want a lap dance? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. After watching 2 very sad stripper interactions, I do not. This does not get me in the mood for a lap dance.
I do not have
ma'am.
the appetite.
Yeah, I don't have the appetite, but thank you. You're great.
Yeah.
Keep doing you.
And are all these women attractive, or are these women not attractive?
So it was one of those things where like the 2 that were stripping, they weren't like hideous, but they definitely weren't that great. Because again, it's Sunday during the day. You know, they're working the shifts they can, right? They're working the shifts. I really did like the one who was like, I'm drunk as fuck. She seemed like fun. Like, I would have hung out with her. She seemed fun. But then the only attractive one was the bartender.
Okay.
Which I'd never seen this at a strip club before, because usually the bartender's just dressed kind of cute, but is like fully dressed.
Right.
And the bartender just didn't have a top on. And I'm like, that just seems odd to me. I don't know why.
Huh? What does that mean? Like she just had a bra on, or she
No,
not
just,
even?
just- they were out. The titties were out, and I was
What?
like, "This is I don't."
Does she have nipple tassels on?
Nope.
Wait, so they're just like actually just like
They're just out.
you can do that?
I didn't think you could. I thought like whoever was serving the liquor, like I thought that was a breach of whatever.
It's a law.
Maybe I'm gonna
cannot serve liquor
with
topless.
titties out. But the bartender was really cute, and the rest not so much. And the reason the bartender was cute because she had like 2 sleeve tattoos and like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
full neck piece, and I'm just like, you're too cool to be a stripper.
But no tattoos on the titties.
She had like the thing that's like under them.
Okay,
You know what
okay,
I mean?
okay.
Like that like thing that women
That
get like
under
right there.
breast thing.
Yeah, it was like
that chest, lower chest thing.
yeah, so that was pretty cool. She was cool. And then I just looked at my friend. I'm like, hey, man, this isn't even funny. This is just sad. This is like making me want to kill myself. Can we please leave? And he was like, yeah. Like, because he was so hyped on it. And then he realized, like, oh, I was wrong. Yeah, you were right. This does
Fuck,
suck.
dude. Do you think after, like, a little while ago, after you left, like, later that night, like, you think, like, right now, like, it's bumping?
I'm sure.
The third time I've said bumping on this podcast, and I'm not a fan of it.
I'm sure right now the strip club's probably fun. I wouldn't say it's bum, but it's probably a fun time right now because it's like nighttime and it's like there's probably like the regulars that go.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's fine.
It's, like, fine now. Everybody's coming from like, Sunday mass.
Or like maybe there's like guys
guess
that work
science.
Sunday, you know, and then that's how they unwind after a long working Sunday, getting the double time and a half or whatever.
I don't get it. I've never understood. I never understood going to a strip club.
You know, here's my thing with strip clubs. I don't like strip clubs. I've never conceptually wanted to go to one, and then I go to them, and I always have a bad time.
Yeah.
Like, except for that one time we talked in the podcast where we ran to that, like, drug guy that gave us a bunch of money. That was fun, because that was just, like, something out of a movie. That had really very little to do with the strip
I would like to
club.
add in, anytime I've done a show with Chris always chimes into me, yo, Ben, when are we going to the strip club? When are we going to the... And I'm like, Chris, do you actually want to go to the strip club? And he's just like, no.
I just think that's a fun thing to say after any event. Like, yo, when we go to the strip club,
Fuck, dude.
like, I'll end, like, when AA meetings end, everyone's like smoking cigarettes outside. I will like 9 times out of 10 just walk into the circle, even if they're people I don't know. I'm like, great meeting, boys. What's up? And they're like, yeah, no, great meeting. I'm like, who's trying to go to the strip club? And everyone's like, yo, it's Monday at 12 o'clock. We're not like,
I'm good.
but no, my thing is like, I never really want to go. I like talk myself into be like, no, I should go to this. And then it's never a fun time. Even on like the nights that are objectively good. Like today obviously sucked, but there've been nights where it like could have been fun. And I like want to like the strip club. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right,
I
right.
want to like it and I just don't.
Like it's good for the community to have.
Yeah, like conceptually,
Conceptually
it seems cool and it seems like something I should like. But
Yeah.
then I go there and it every time just makes me so fucking sad.
Chris thinks to himself, like, I am a specific person who on paper should like the strip club.
Yeah.
But then I get there, I'm like, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm all good. Like, because even when I was like a degenerate, when I was like fully like doing drugs and drinking all the time, even then I didn't like the strip club.
Yeah.
Like I would go to the strip club like completely fucked up and be like, this is a den of sin and makes me sad.
Den of sin.
Like I did cocaine
That's
to
the name
have
of this episode.
to
Den of
have
sin.
fun, not look at women and feel bad for them. Because that's the thing is I just go to the strip club and I look at the strippers, I just feel sad for them.
Yeah.
I'm like, you were someone's daughter. They probably thought you were going to do amazing things.
If anything, just make an OnlyFans. You don't have to be out here like, you know. You want to bring up the fucking. You want to talk about the topic of the of the episode?
So our topic today is
Debauchery. Debauchery.
Debauchery.
I didn't know what that word meant.
Did you Google it before the episode? You just
Yeah.
came in cold.
No. I googled it. Should I have came into the episode with
Yeah,
it?
you're like, Chris will
What does
explain it.
debauchery sound like? I can't even do it. I can't even figure it out. What I would like compare it to. No, I looked up the definition. The definition of debauchery was the indulgence, the overindulgence of sensual activities or some shit like that. It was
It's just any.
excessive
he brought it up.
indulgences of sensual pleasures. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Yeah, fire.
Yeah.
All right, good. Can you zoom in?
Enhance.
Enhance. That's
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah. So now that I know what it meant, at first I was like, "What's a sensual pleasure? Is that just like eating, like with the five senses, like anything with the five senses?" So
Well,
like,
I think they probably
taste.
mean it in a sexual way, but we're gonna talk about.
That's what I also had to look up sensual.
But people use debauchery to mean like any indulgence.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of like a catch-all term.
Oh, I thought it was a
So
sexual
I
thing.
was thinking.
I went in
So
sexual.
you have like a half hour ready of just hot, steamy.
I have
sex
shit
stories.
ready about no,
Please.
just about like sex indulgences. I only wrote one thing, but it's a fucking thing. Like when it comes to like, I don't know, sensual pleasures, which I assume is a sex thing.
Yeah.
I like it got me thinking like what I would like to indulge in sexually, and the answer to that is I'm big into what do you call it? I like sounds.
That's not where I thought that was going.
I'm a fan of sounds.
You like sounding?
No. Oh, no.
Man, that'd be wild if you were into sound. I would respect it, honestly. I'd be like,
No,
man, that's
dude.
fucking
My
hardcore,
sister showed
dude.
me shit like that like
Whoa, what do
when
you
I
mean
was
by that?
way young. No, like she would show me videos of like people sounding and shit when I was like 9.
I think you were abused, Matt. That's
No, yeah,
fucking
well,
weird
no,
as
like
fuck.
that's what happens with older siblings. You're the oldest, so
I did not.
you're
show
telling
my,
me you never showed your younger brother sounding? Get the
absolutely
fuck out of here, dude.
not.
You've never showed your brother Kids in a Sandbox?
What the fuck is that?
Oh, you guys don't know what Kids in a Sandbox? You know what it is? Kids in a Sandbox.
Are we gonna
is,
get pulled for this? What the fuck is this?
No, I can talk about it. I think. No, don't you dare pull it up. He zoomed out. I was like,
pull it up. I
no,
wanna see
don't
what
you
this is. Pull it
fucking
up.
dare.
Ben, pull it
I'll
up.
explain it, and then you'll see. You'll
Okay.
understand why you wouldn't want to watch it.
Okay, what
Kids
is
in the
this?
Sandbox is when it's this video of a girl
Okay.
taking this dude's hard erection.
And she's of age. I just want to make sure.
Everybody's of age.
You
Chris.
said kids in a sandbox.
I
You got me a
know.
little
It's because of
concerned.
what she's doing.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I just want to make sure before we.
She
get
has
there.
this twig, like this fucking. I don't even know what it is. It's like a part of a branch. It's like you're holding.
I don't like this.
It's like you're holding like a penis, kind of.
Okay.
Like it's a like imagine the thinnest in circumference a penis can be.
Okay.
And like that's the size of like the branch, you know. And
Okay.
it's like this big. It looks like a
wooden
Lincoln
dowel,
log.
almost.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's thick. You know, like it's not fucking.
You said
and,
the thinnest, and now it's thick.
It's the thinnest a fucking
I know-
penis can be, though. You know, so it's not like fucking. It's not a wooden
it's not a
dowel like
string.
that.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, I
it's
got
like that. You know,
Okay, yeah.
and you're holding it like it's a Lincoln log.
All right,
and
yeah.
it has like fucking splinters. It's not sanded down.
Oh no!
It's fucking horrible.
All right.
And she is inserting it into this
what?
guy's cock. back and forth, and like the guy's just like, and you don't know if he likes it, if he doesn't like it, and it's splinter, dude. It's not sanded down at all. Like it's horrible, and it's going in and out and in and out. Like, can you imagine? And so my sister used to show me that shit, and I was like, I don't even know shit can go in. I thought only stuff comes out of there, you know.
I hate this so much.
Oh, my friends hate when I talk about it. I'll bring it up around like Darius and shit, and Darius will be, and I'll show like Darius. I'll put it in the group chat. I'll be like, hey, you guys ever like put your penis down on like a cutting board and then slice it open like it's bread, and then open it, and
dude,
then
Ben's
open it
about to
up.
throw up, dude. You're hurting our boy.
Yeah, people hate when I talk about it.
You know, my
I'm so far attached because I haven't even seen my penis.
Speaking of that, dude, like my Dota guild, we used to play this game because we used to play competitive where it
Yeah.
would take like 10, 20 minutes to find a match, and then you'd like the captain would pick all the choices, so you'd just be sitting in the lobby waiting.
Yeah.
And we'd play this game called coolest link you can find.
No. Is it Reddit? Is mostly Reddit shit?
People went to all different sources. It got competitive. It became like a sport. So like we'd be sitting in these lobbies for 20 minutes, like in between games, and we'd just be on the Discord, like, okay, everyone send your coolest link, and we just send links to each other. And it started as like not wholesome, but just like genuinely cool stuff you'd see on there, like, oh, well, that's a crazy skateboard trick, or like a wild like animal video. And then one guy sent like a fucked up video, and then that became the game.
Like
It was
the
to like top
fucking-
that, dude.
Like the Colombian college kids falling off the railing.
Yeah, that was actually one of them that I got. I remember that one.
It's a crazy video.
Yeah, that
dude.
one got sent in there. The one that haunts me to this day, and I don't know why, because it's not as bad as some of the other videos I saw in the cool link game.
Yeah.
But one of the most haunting is there's this guy right? And he's got like a piece of plywood, I guess, over his entire body with just his like dick going through a hole in the middle of the plywood, and it's just like laying flat on like the board. Right. So like it would be on his stomach, but like the board's in between. Yeah. And this woman comes on screen and just starts stepping on the plywood and starts stepping on his dick. Like I guess like a ball torture thing. She's like stepping on his ball, stepping on his dick, which is like, you know, I was like, ooh, wince a little bit, but nothing crazy, right? Like I've seen tons of those that got sent during that game. But then she like missteps. She like stumbles and catches herself, and the stiletto heel of the high heel lands like midway through his shaft and just goes through it. Just pierces through his dick, and she.
What do you mean?
So like
through the hole, or no, like through
through like
middle of the penis,
the bottom of the penis.
What?
And just goes in.
No way.
And she steps off, and you should just go like this like terrifying noise, and blood shoots out. Like blood is spraying. Blood is spraying everywhere. Blood is spraying everywhere. They're both freaking, and she's freaking out. She's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" And dude. The first time I saw it, I was probably like 17. I was like 17 when I probably first saw this, and I legit almost passed out. Because I just thought it was like this normal, like kind of make you wince a little bit, like ball torture thing, and I was like, come on, Brendan, you think this is a bad link? Like,
what
come
is
on.
this link called?
I have no idea. This was just a video.
I don't want to.
If you guys, I only ask because have you guys ever heard of Pain Olympics?
Yes,
No.
yes.
It's the same thing that Chris was talking about, except people inflict it upon themselves
like
on purpose because
For
it's
what?
like
To win the internet?
Pain yeah, literally to win the internet. Like,
Come
there's no-
on, dude.
Have you ever seen One Guy, One Jar?
Yes, where he sticks it up his ass.
And it pops?
I know. Yeah, I've seen that on like Your Mom's House or whatever. Like
That,
shit like
dude,
that.
that disturbed me when I saw that back in. Like,
I never watched it because they censored it out on the YouTube upload of it.
No,
But,
dude.
I'm good.
Yo, this is my least favorite episode.
The sound.
don't
I
like
can't wait
it?
to listen to this twice.
The pop sound it makes, like,
That's what.
and you just know he's dead. You're
All
like,
right,
there's
all
no
right.
way he lived through that.
Okay. We're talking about debauchery.
This is some debaucherous shit.
I was saying I really like when women like, if we were getting into sex stuff, like I like when women like whisper things or like make noise during sex. And listen, ladies, you don't have to lie to me. You don't have to be like, "Oh, you're so big." Like I don't need that.
I mean, well,
yeah, unless
you
I'm on top.
are- you
Unless I'm
are
on
so-
top, then yeah, you can cry for help. Sure, please, please do. But like, you don't have to like lie in terms of being like, "Oh my God, I feel you inside." You don't have to say any of that. But it's like there are other things that you can say. Just like say something, you know. You can be like, "You're such a good partner. You fulfill me emotionally." Like shit. You can do that.
Matt, this is just making me sad.
Just
dude.
say things. Just say things. Nothing's worse than a woman who just doesn't say anything.
Can we change the topic? I think
No,
debauchery.
no.
That
Talk
just made
about
me
it.
sad. Dude.
No.
We're
Talk
already
about it.
locked in now.
We're locked in.
It was debauchery. When women don't talk during sex. I don't like that at all.
Okay.
But in terms of what other debauchery in my life, I don't know. Food. All right, go ahead.
Get him to a Panda Express at the casino.
Panda Express.
Matt's like, I
Hell
lost
yeah.
$400 at the casino. Like, on what game? He's like, no, at the Panda Express, dude.
I was at this restaurant.
That's so
McDonald's.
good, dude.
Took me
If you were against somebody in a roast and you'd be and like you're like and they had a gambling addiction, they were also fat, you could totally make that joke and it would destroy, dude.
I'm
That's
ready,
so
dude.
good. You want me to do mine first?
Yeah, I think we should do you
Fuck
first.
yeah, I'll do mine first. I think you should be worried about advice.
Money.
Fuck. Ask me about it.
Matt, what do you... Matt, what do you mean by that?
I think I should think people should be very careful on taking advice from people who might not be able to, who think that might be able to give good advice, and you don't know if that person that you're getting advice from is a good source to get advice from.
Did someone give you bad advice recently?
No, not that I know, but I know in the past, like I remember listening to a lot of people who would give me advice, but those people were never trying to go where I wanted to go.
Exactly.
You know, and therefore, like I've seen a bunch of like videos recently that have cleared it up, and it's like it makes so much sense. Like your parents, right? They're gonna give you good advice, obviously, but parents are so like all they care about is that their kid is independent and can sustain their lives independently, you know.
That's not
So
every parent.
most parents, I'm sorry, not maybe
even
not
most.
yours. All right, but still, like you have like in terms of my parents, all the advice I'm ever gonna get from them is no matter what I ask them about, it's like they're gonna point me in a direction that'll lead me to financial security,
Yeah.
so that they don't have to worry about me, and that's tied into any kind of advice. Even if I'm like, what should I eat today? It's like you shouldn't eat and you should save your money. Like like that's what that is. And
Okay.
I'm like, but like the advice that I want from people, like say I go to people for advice in comedy. The only people I'm going to go for advice for are people who are in positions that I want to be in, you know? I don't feel like I'm going to ask people who I don't feel would give me good advice because they don't have the experience that I'm looking for.
You also have to look at like what people are trying to do and what they're doing. Like they might have very good advice and they might be very successful, but it might not be in the way you're trying to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I would take that advice over somebody who like isn't as successful as I would consider myself as, you know? Like I wouldn't ask somebody who's just doing comedy like for the first time ever. I wouldn't ask for their help in terms like with a problem that I'm having that's about my level at where I'm at in comedy.
You know, you're speaking about the comedy advice. It's weird because when I started, I got a lot of advice from people to be less weird. It was always the thing people told me. It's like, be less weird.
And they were more successful than you at the time?
At the time. They were always like, be less weird, dude. Like you could be doing stuff, but you're too weird. You're like whatever. And I just thought about it, and one day I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to be like you though.
Right.
I know what I'm trying to do, and I get why you are saying what you're saying, but I'm trying to do me. And now those are the same people that like, you know, I've surpassed, and it's just kind of like sometimes you do have to just know what you're trying to do.
But this is advice that you've gotten from people after asking them for advice.
I never ask anyone for advice.
Right. So
It's always
that's all
unsolicited.
shit that these other people have just given you, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
never asked them for that.
No.
Right. And I assume if you were going to ask somebody for advice, it would be somebody who is doing something that you kind of are aiming towards, you know? Like if there was another comedian out there trying to be different from everybody else and like someone that you would consider yourself like that you can take inspiration from, then those would be the people that you would want to ask for advice.
Firstly, I take inspiration from no one.
Get the fuck out.
Everyone that's out there right now is you're old and in the way. Move aside. The future is now, and I'm it.
Right. Yeah.
No, I really, I mean, this sounds like maybe egotistical or crazy or whatever, but like
Yeah.
I really don't look for advice on comedy. I
Yeah.
really don't, because I have a very clear vision of what I'm trying to do.
Right.
And I'm not trying to just be popular or just have like X, Y, Z. It's like I have a very clear vision of what I'm trying to do, and I don't need other people's input on that because they don't understand necessarily. Not that it's like some complex, like, oh, you wouldn't get it. It's just like you're trying to do something else, so I don't need it. I will
Yeah.
ask people very specific business and technical advice
Okay.
all the time.
But who are you asking for that kind of advice? People who are already doing good shit with that.
Yeah, like I've asked you for social media advice because you're killing it on social media,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you would know.
Yeah.
You know.
I understand. What do you think people should be worried about for this episode? Bro came unprepared. We'll take a quick sec.
No, I got this. It's easy. You should be worried about dreams.
Oh, dreams.
Be worried about dreams.
Holy fuck.
Like the ones you have at nighttime, not the
Obviously.
life goal dreams. Like
I would
the-
I would assume.
yeah.
So you do you mean nightmares or do you mean dreams?
Both.
Okay.
They're all nightmares are just dreams. We just put a qualifier on them.
Right, but do you think people should be worried about dreams or nightmares?
You'd be worried about both.
Well, why do you think that?
Because here's I didn't get this far. You should be worried
Bro needs
Because-
a little
because-
improv in his life.
because some people I'll kill you, dude. You remember that betrayal I was talking about? This is it right now, dude. I knew it one of these days. You should be worried about dreams and nightmares because a lot of people say they have meaning, and a lot of people say they're your subconscious trying to talk to you.
Right.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I think it's bullshit because my ex has been in a lot of my dreams recently, and I know that it's just because I've been struggling with like reaching out. like as of recently,
You
and like
shouldn't-
during the day, and therefore my dreams have just been all her.
You shouldn't be reaching out to her.
I'm not.
Okay, that's good.
No, I'm not. But
Oh,
like
you're
my whole
struggling
day,
'cause you
like
want
I
to.
think about it. Yeah,
I got you.
I don't like, necessarily want to, but I do consider it.
No, I got
You know,
you. Yeah.
and I know all the reasons I shouldn't and shit. But like, there's because I consider it almost all the time, and it's mixed in with these feelings of like loneliness that I'm experiencing at nighttime when it's time to go to sleep. It just fucking not amalgamate. I don't know. It appears in my dreams a lot.
I feel that.
So yeah, go ahead.
I hope dreams don't have meaning
You hope they don't, but you don't know.
because I have some fucking weird dreams that would be concerning.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You've had some dreams that you were just like, if this means something,
This
then...
means that I'm fucked, dude. That's a.
Well, how do you know? Because like, there's so many different ways to interpret dreams. You know,
I guess that's also true.
it's like when they do tarot cards, people just like fucking make shit up on the
I
spot.
like how
what
tarot
it
cards
means.
were made in like invented in like the 60s, and people think they're like whimsical. It's just like it was just made by
Like,
Mattel
this
in
is
the 60s.
This is fucking outer space shit.
Like this isn't some ancient
This is
tradition.
mystical. Yeah,
Some
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
card company in the 60s thought it would be like a cool thing and made it and printed a
Like
manual.
a human man drew those pictures.
Yeah. Like not that like he's probably still alive.
Yeah,
Like, the guy who drew them is probably still kicking in an old
Right.
folks home. But
for sure.
I have dead people visit me in my dreams a lot.
Okay.
Like my friend who died, who we talked about in the last podcast, he shows up in my dreams a lot.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
My Italian family would say that means you're gonna die soon.
I hope.
I thought I was gonna get a laugh out of Chris. Instead, I got
Well, no, this is like a month ago. I had a dream where he showed up in my dream, and he said I was wasting the extra time that I was given, and that was going to be corrected very soon.
Is that Dota? Does he mean Dota?
No, I think
And it didn't correct, and it corrected itself. You guys put it down.
I think he means because I got to live like a decade longer than him and did nothing with my life, and then I'm going to die soon. That's what I think that meant.
I think it means you've been putting all your non-comedy shit into playing video games with your friends, and then now like that patch came along, and now it's corrected because you're not going to touch that shit anymore.
It ruined my life, dude.
Like same with Ben. When you said that you played fucking video games all day, I'm like, it must like it's cool and I get it, but like I used to play video games, but then I personally I got to a point in my life where it's just like if I'm playing video games, I just feel so unproductive with writing. And so like for me personally, it's became such a
Well, no, my thing, I don't really play that much. I know we talk about Dota a lot. I only play Dota. I don't play any other video games, and I maybe play 2 hours a week of Dota.
oh, that's it? 2 hours a week?
Yeah,
I thought you stayed up to like 3, 4 a.m.
No, this last week because the new patch, we were excited. So that was like an exception, right? Because we were all like excited, and then we were upset, and we were trying to figure it out.
You're lying. You play more.
No, I'm being serious. Like in the last, like usually I'll play like tops 3 hours of Dota a week. I maybe get like 3 sessions in with them because each
So
game's
3.
like an hour. Yeah, so like 3 hours a week.
Remember 5 seconds ago when it was 1 or 2? What is it actually? Is it 5?
Some weeks I play no Dota.
Some you play
Never.
4 max. The number keeps increasing. Check out the podcast every single week. We're always happy to be here with you guys. This was the late night episode of You Should Be Worried.
You guys, as always, you can follow me at Chris Warren Comedy on Instagram. This week, I will be in New Paltz, New York at Robiro Winery, and I'll be headlining there. Going to be doing about 40 minutes. So
Oh fuck.
that's this Friday. This drops on Wednesday. So that Friday, come see me headline if you're in the area. It'll be fun.
Be sure to email us what you're worried about at youshouldbeworriedpod@gmail.com, and hopefully maybe one day we can put it on the podcast. My name is Matt Lopes. You can find me anywhere at Matt Lopes, and my dates are on my social media as well. Also feel free to check out Ben's work. Ben's very funny at Benny Boy 28
Hell yeah.
_28
Benny Boy _28.
on Instagram. Check out In the Making, very funny sketches. And yeah, please like, comment, share the podcast if you enjoy it. Other people might as well. So think about it like that. Leave us a review. Just fucking go back. Don't even watch this one. It's already at the end. Go back through all the other episodes and just like all of those episodes. Be the number.
Check out the podcast, yo.
Check out the goddamn
And then
podcast
you could
right
be
now.
successful at the casino like me.
They dealing out hundreds at the casino?
For me, they make an exception.
Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thanks to Malcolm for being here.
He's gone now.
He never sticks around. And we'll see you guys in the next episode, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Any last words, Chris?
Stay prosperous and don't trust anyone.
Have a good one, guys.